Hey everyone, welcome to episode 66 of the Star Wars Popcast. Execute Order 66.
Nice.
That's true.
And happy Revenge of the Fifth, or I don't know. I've seen other ones floating around. There's always a bigger fifth.
Revenge of the Fifth, Sith Day, all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all part of our Star Wars weekend here,
Star Wars
May the
week, yeah.
4th yesterday, Revenge of the 5th today. It's all Star Wars weekend, the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It is
I think
indeed.
so too. Gotta go fast. Happy Star Wars Day. Yeah, happy
Yeah,
Star
Gotta
Wars
go fast.
Day. Yeah, that was
Okay.
yesterday. May the 4th be with you. Bye. Okay. Bye.
Ooh.
Yesterday was
Welcome back.
awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say you left and came back. Okay. Yeah, I see. He was here early, 9:58 a.m.
Ah,
I'm looking at the times when he was on here. Yeah, yesterday was awesome. Yeah, what did you guys do for your Star Wars Day?
Lex, you go. You had a lot of different things going on, right?
Yeah, well, I couldn't have like a true May 4th. So, I mean, on the 3rd, I went and I got to see the really cool. That was like a great experience. And then the 4th, we went up to Orlando and we kind of just spent the day with my sister. But she did like a Star Wars themed graduation cap. So it was kind of cool to. She was really the only one that had a Star Wars graduation cap, which I was surprised. But they did make a few remarks about it being like May the 4th, like the speakers and stuff. And then I came home this morning and then went right over to one of my local comic shops because Ray Park himself was there doing signings. So I was able to get the man himself, Darth Maul, on Sith Day nonetheless to sign one of my
Nice.
pops. So that was
I
cool.
saw that. That was cool. That was way
Yeah.
like I
He is
think that's
so
the
sweet.
experience I'll go for when I see him at RI Comic-Con.
Yeah, 100%. He was so sweet. He was like talkative. Like, I mean, the line definitely moved a little bit slow, but I realized he was like really talking to everyone and it was like super cool. So I highly recommend it. He was a cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, what did I do? Well, I had the morning started early for me. I had the Master Mason degree to do, and I had a part in that. And we raised 3 new Master Masons to the Sublime degree, so that was cool. And immediately after that, we had like a hour and a half intermission between that, and then boom, switching over to our Star Wars movie marathon day that we did at the lodge.
Nice.
That was kind of neat, and I ended up spotting a vehicle. It was like there's a red light out front of the building, and we're on the 2nd floor looking out the window, and I noticed, and then someone's like, "What's that?" And I said, "That's Arabash." And they were like, "What's Arabash?" I'm like, "Oh, that's like the language in Star Wars." So, and I noticed all of a sudden he had TIE fighters and the Imperial markings on. I was like, I mean, it was a totally cool job and everything on his car. I was like,
You sent us the video there, and I was like, "Oh, Patrick sounds like he's gonna have like an orgasm or something." He's so excited about
cool
that truck.
And like, of course, my fellow brothers are like, "Yeah, only a nerd would know that." I was like, "And you're here. The degree's over, and you're still here, so that means it takes one to know one, right?" So
Yeah.
it was a nice day just to kind of have Star Wars. I think I posted an image and tried to be part of the Toy Pick collab thing. I don't think the image got selected. I don't know. I almost give up on them. But then the Toy Photography Collective, we had something, and so I submitted an image for that. So it was just it was a busy day of just enjoying Star Wars, and I did try to squeeze in last night the Tales of the Empire. So that was cool. But it was just a long day because after all that, I had to then go to my kids. Did a Disney Pixar cabaret at their school, a musical. And they did You've Got a Friend in Me. So Patrick, of course, 100% was Buzz Lightyear. He wasn't when he auditioned, he told him, "I'm auditioning for Buzz, and that's it." And so he went and auditioned. So he was like adamant. But he worked it out with his chorus teacher and everything. So I was really impressed as a parent to see him, especially being on a spectrum, getting up there and just putting it out there. And he did really good working with the chorus teacher and everything. Like he was more in tune than I would ever imagine. So like really impressed. And all the kids in the high school did great. Some of the seniors that are graduating, I'm sure it was like a sad, because this is their last performance. And
Yeah.
I literally just left a little early because I wanted to see my kids' performance. And then I was stuck around for like 1 or 2 and it was still going on. So I beelined it home, as the Disney wog, all that exercise from knowing how to walk in Disney. I use that to get back to this on time. So it's been busy. It's been a busy weekend.
You brought the young Patrick out for the weekend, eh?
Yeah. Yes, I did. How about you, Christopher? I mean, were you at expos or anything this weekend? What did you have?
No,
going?
that was last weekend. So last weekend I went to Calgary Expo, so I wasn't here with you guys, but
yeah, I didn't know if you had something else going on. I know you.
No, not this
I thought
weekend.
you went to see the movie or something, right?
I did go. I went on Friday. My wife and I went to go see Phantom Menace, and one thing I noticed, like I don't think I've noticed it before, or maybe I never really paid too much attention, but every time Darth Maul showed up with his probes on Tatooine, you got that same chanting from the Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, you never noticed. I
never really noticed that.
Oh, I always did, but I noticed, and I think I messaged you guys. The Yoda seemed like he got redone in the Phantom Menace.
Well, I mean, so that he got redone when they released the Blu-ray. So I think they just.
I didn't know that.
Version.
I was not aware.
Yeah.
Well, I think they also did like a 4K rendering of it, which they put up on the screen. So I mean, it was nice. The sounds of it, like I think just getting to see it was like, it was surreal.
What you guys think of the little Acolyte teaser trailer kind of intro that we got to it, huh?
That was cool.
That was bonus. That was bonus.
It was very Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Matrix.
I kept thinking like House of Flying Daggers with all that wire work, like really cool. The new trailer that dropped yesterday, I think, showed a little bit more. And it looks like there's a lot more of that one character that we saw with the students and the arch nemesis, the bad guy in this one that we so far know. And we got to see a little more of him in the forest with that kind of Kylo Ren-ish helmet. So I don't know what that is, but it was cool. Who knows? Maybe that's Knight of Ren himself. Ren, the Knight of Ren himself. I don't know.
Who knows?
But cool. I thought it was pretty neat.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it for sure. Yeah, but last weekend I did the Calgary Expo, and that was fun because I got the autograph from D. Bradley Baker. I showed you guys that. Yeah. And he was fun to talk to. He did like I think he did the Hunter impression when he said yes.
I think he did I think Aaron Crosshair too when he was talking to you. He did both.
Yeah, so like, but I really enjoyed meeting Dennis Lawson, who plays Wedge, because he was just very, very sweet, very nice to talk to, very kind. He was very very funny guy.
Very genuine.
But then, very genuine. But then also, like I didn't get his autograph. I think if he comes to Edmonton this summer, I'll get his autograph. Eman, what is it? Esfandi or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Yeah, I just went up to talk to him and I was like, you did such a great job at playing Ezra in the Ahsoka series, and he was like chatting with me and telling me how he was doing his research. He didn't watch all of Rebels. He only watched a couple episodes, but he actually did all his research, like reading Wikipedia articles on Ezra and Rebels, and did all that research that way. So he's a really nice guy. I think Lex, you got his autograph, didn't you?
I did. I got an autograph and a picture with him. He was super sweet, very down to earth. Like,
that's
very appreciative
of us, just willing to chat with you too, like willing to talk to you. He doesn't. He didn't seem like he really cared about speeding up. But I mean, like I went when there was nobody waiting for an autograph just to talk to him. So, but that was fun. And then yesterday I did the fan battle. I had quite a few people on, so you guys can catch that on the replay.
Definitely will catch that. It's just been a busy weekend.
I watched Tales of the Empire yesterday morning, so I thought that was good. What did you guys think about that? Did you watch it, Lex? Or
I was able to get through the first 3 episodes, but I didn't get to see like Barris's story, and I was going to try.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But so you saw the Morgan Elsbeth pieces, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Now I thought that was pretty neat. I did not mind that. I really
Yeah.
didn't. I thought it was
Yeah, without
cohesive.
any spoilers, what did you guys think of the stuff you saw?
I mean, I think the first episode was really good. You get to see a different perspective of something that we saw that is like very tragic to the Night Sisters in the
Yeah,
Clone Wars. Of course, I mean, I don't think it's like spoiling because we see him in the trailer, but Grievous action, that's always a plus.
yeah, and
I
I
really,
love that.
yeah.
I loved how they did that line from the Phantom Menace. They did like wipe them out, all of them.
Yes,
And then
Grievous.
he
Yes.
just chuckles.
Yeah,
Like, but I felt like the second and third episode were not so like deep. I don't know. Like it just felt
Oh,
like very
yeah,
superficial to me.
oh no, I liked it. And maybe because I looked at it from a perspective of when you're working hard to achieve, like you're working hard in that business, right? You hear, and not only that, you have a female trying to, and if you looked around that board table, there wasn't a female in the Moffs or any of those admirals. So she's
yeah,
in this game, and they were basically saying, yeah, you kind of work for the Empire anyway. We don't need your technology, which I thought was interesting because when you saw what she was pitching and have seen Rebels, spoiler alert, you know that they're trying to do those ties in the future. So I thought that was really keen when that gentleman from the round table there kind of stood up and started talking to her that, well, the person I report to is interested in people like you. And then we get that third installment of that. We have a cameo from somebody, which I thought was kind of neat. And as soon as you saw that, you knew who that other guy was working for. So I wasn't surprised. And we already saw him in the trailer. So it was really nice to see Grand Admiral or Admiral Thrawn in this. Admiral
yeah,
Thrawn. So that was kind of cool. So we got to see really that the company, the forging of those relationships. So I did like it, Lex, but it was because I understand because having a mom that works in a corporate environment and really high up there, she was one of the few women working in that field, and I remember her just coming home so frustrated because even when she was her and my stepfather would come home, they worked at the same company, they worked on the same team developing why we have signatures on paychecks now. That was a program they developed for healthcare in the early 80s. So it was huge. It was a huge deal. And I remember after this big product launch, they came home and he had the audacity to ask what was for dinner. And she turns to him, she goes, I don't know. I came from the same work, same board meeting, same car ride as you. So why don't you tell me what you're going to prepare tonight? So I kind of thought it was kind of interesting. Just it reflected to me kind of something that I have seen in real life with my own life.
right.
And seeing that happen to Morgan, it kind of started to give me a little empathy for that character because I could see why she has this burning desire. And from that first episode with her people being wiped out and then these other people turning on her after she's trying to make these deals, I can kind of see what she put that line in the sand and darkness and her path forever has changed.
Yeah.
So she chose
What
that.
did you guys think of the animation though? Because like I thought the animation was extremely good.
Really good.
Like not so much the characters. Like the characters were better, but like stuff like when she put the hand in the dirt, like it looked like real dirt.
Oh yeah,
to me.
There's moments like that, and I think in the second set of 3 with the Barris, I don't know about you, but when you see some of the camera angles were much different than the first 3.
Yeah,
I thought, and I loved it. It was more, in my opinion, and you're gonna love it. Tell me, Lex, if I'm wrong. I thought it was more cinematic. And
I don't think
that
it was a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler because he was in the trailer. Vader was in the trailer.
There is, but when you see,
like when you see that shot of him, Patrick, like you know what shot him. I mean, he looked like it was a real guy in a suit.
Yeah,
when you see
and
this
even
one
the
shot.
Inquisitor, in one of the fights, there's a way she turns around and looks, and it's like close up, and there's just like these little vignettes, cropping of the way the head is fitting and turning, and it's only lit by what destruction and light in the background, and then the red lightsaber, like those little cinematic, being a film guy and camera guy.
Yes,
I just loved it, and it really blurred the line. Like at first, when I saw it, I was like, that is so good. It honestly looks like it's a person live action. It was that good. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you'll see, Lex.
I will.
Hey, Niels says, hey.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of people in the
chat
chat. Let's check up on that.
I bought the small Lego Millennium Falcon. Very nice to build it. Yeah, I saw that at
Nice.
Costco for like $89 Canadian, which is, I don't know. I don't want to go down another rabbit hole, but it's tempting.
It is.
I got the TIE Fighter at Barnes and Nobles. Very cool. Malakith says, "What's up? Happy Revenge of the Fifth." Yes.
Yeah.
Happy Sith Day.
Malakith.
Yeah. Master Skywalker. There are too many of them. What are we gonna do? Yeah. When I grow up, I'm naming each of my kids after you guys. I'm naming my dog Anakin.
Okay.
Well, when that happens, definitely make a post about it, and just so we can see it. We want proof. Mikey, good morning, everyone. Hey, Mikey.
What's up, Mikey?
Stacy says, "Love Tales." Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. I did, as much as I loved it, I still would have preferred to see like a Balin Skull in it instead, like his backstory, or like Asajj would be cool.
I do too, but you know what? I didn't mind the way they went, and I think that second. I've been saying this for weeks, months now.
Yeah, it is leading up. Yeah, it's leading up to stuff that we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do now. Really do.
Yeah, all these shows are leading up to it. Yeah, what do you think about the
new gaming box? Oh, the one with
we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that in our pop report. Finally, something to go with the Revenge Pops. Yeah,
nice.
Something to go with Revan Pops. Finally, her markings faded. It was the reverse of Ahsoka. Yeah, it was nice to see that. Like, because when we saw Ahsoka, we were all like, yeah, she seems Night Sister-ish, but we didn't get confirmation until the Ahsoka series, right? But now we see why that happened, right? So it's nice to get some filler story, right?
Yeah.
You guys should have done I love the sequels April Fool's stream. I mean, that wouldn't be an April Fool's stream for me.
And I like it all. I do like it all. You know, call me a shill if you want. I come from the original OG fans where we had that one movie, those 3 movies forever. So even if I don't like it entirely, there's always something I can take away that I enjoy. I'm sorry. I'm just that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's mix things up a bit because we got a lot of stuff revealed this past week. So let's do our top 5 for the Bad Batch, because we had the season finale of the Bad Batch, which I thought was really good. It wasn't what I was expecting, because like I honestly I thought like the rest of the Batchers minus Omega I thought they were all gonna like perish somehow, right? Because they were teasing like Wrecker almost didn't make it onto that Juggernaut tank, whatever. Crosshair almost drowned. Like they were teasing stuff like that. So
I honestly thought Wrecker was biting it. Yeah.
So, but I loved it. It was great, and again, it set stuff up for Omega at the end.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But interesting. I saw a post today of a young blonde actress, and I don't really know her name, and I'm not going to just search for it right now, but it was a picture of her next to the epilogue of Omega, and I'm kind of like, wow, if you guys are on to something, that could be something. And this is a girl that's being cast for Skeleton Crew, so could we possibly get a live action, Omega in? It could be a cameo. It could be I don't know, but I'm down for it. I hope the effort to tell that story doesn't go unpaid off, or it doesn't go years until we get that payoff. I hope we see something sooner than later.
Right. I hope we do too. So yeah, let's jump into our top 5, because it's a lot of the same characters, but I mean we did get different variations close to the end, so I think we're gonna be on the same page for our top 5. But let's jump into that, because then we'll talk about all the stuff that got released and announced and leaked and all that stuff. But let's talk about our top 5.
Magnificent, aren't they?
So, yeah, a bunch of again, like repeat characters like Rampart. You can easily do Hemlock.
All the same.
Right. Yeah, Nala Se, right? What are they calling them in this one? I can't remember what they were calling them.
They were just like
all the clones
super mercenary troopers. Or
yeah, I thought so too, and it looked like get right till the end. Oh, about them all dying. I thought so. I still thought, like, even Crosshair, like when they were fighting those troopers again, like it looked like they were like those troopers definitely had the upper hand.
I was surprised they didn't just take his head, let alone his hand. I mean, they had Crosshair. 2 or 3 on 1.
Oh,
I thought Crosshair is done. And then
they were even overpowering Wrecker, right?
Yeah,
like,
Wrecker was I'm having a hard time breathing, and like, you guys go ahead. I thought he was done. I thought he was kind of like Mando. See, for first season, like where he's like, just go take the kid and make sure he gets somewhere. That's where I thought. I was like, oh my god, of all the people, Wrecker is going like that was. And even when he dove after them, it kind of reminded me of like a Paz Vizsla kind of tackling after those guys. So
yeah,
I don't know. It was done well. I personally probably would have killed 1 or 2 off just to kind of really bring some Kleenex.
Oh yeah, I would have too.
The show. So
a 10-inch Zilbeast would be kind of cool. I don't know. I doubt they're gonna do it. Like, I don't think we're gonna get any of these Bad Batch characters, unfortunately. Maybe an Omega as a con exclusive, but like I just don't see it. Yeah,
maybe like a year later.
Yeah, right. Speaking of pops, Patrick, you should create a decapitated Dooku pop with Anakin's hold the 2 cross sabers above his body. There you go.
Maybe one day. Maybe.
Challenge. Cool. I called them the Dark Batch.
The Dark Batch.
Yeah. Is it just me, or do I like the Clone Wars style Legos?
No, they're pretty dope. Yeah. Next year.
No, they are. Absolutely. And they have that. So they have that microfighter with Rex now. How many Lego fans are pissed off about that one?
A lot.
What is that? What do they have now?
They have the same.
They have the Rex. Yeah, the Rex minifigure that was. What did it come with? The big Venator. Yeah.
So a lot of people bought the UCS Venator for the Captain Rex minifig and spent all that money just for it to now come out in like a microfighter series for like $15.
Oh yeah, that probably was a bad move. I didn't realize that. I know there's people that went for the Venator just for that too. So wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stacy has a good point when she hugged Crosshair first. Yeah.
Yes, I noticed that too. I was like, wow. Yeah, I totally said something about it in my video. I was like, oh my gosh.
Starting to think that Weird Al made the Order 66 sec Eve not sure. Okay. Minifig Rex. Let's go. Yeah, right?
It'll be a big deal.
Yeah. So before we dive into our pop report, did you guys pick anything up lately? Because I picked a couple things up yesterday. I went to Hot Topic.
I did. So here, I'll share. I'll grab it right behind.
Okay, I'll show you guys what I got. So I only got 2. I went to Hot Topic and I got the Obi-Wan, episode 1 Obi-Wan. So I got that now. So now I'm just missing the only 3 that I'm missing now, because I have the Jar Jar. So I'll get the Padme, I'll get the Battle Droid, and I'll probably get the Anakin Skywalker from that wave, but that's it. And then I did get the then I also got the Darth Maul on the Blood Fin, which hopefully I don't have what happened to you, Patrick, happened to mine, and the horn falls off.
Right. Well, mine wasn't falling. It was like broken, but it was like melted or glued to his head. Like it was there.
Yeah,
like, that was the thing.
It doesn't look like it doesn't look like it, but hopefully not.
Yeah, I didn't notice it literally until I was in the middle of my video and review, and I was like, scratch, like what the? And I immediately went back because I felt if I waited a day, they'd be like, oh, you might have broke it or something. So I immediately went back. The manager was there that I said hello to in the morning, immediately recognized me. Because the rest of the staff was like, I don't know, can you return it? I'm like, what do you mean can I return it? I bought it just a few hours ago. I definitely can return it. But he came out and was like, yeah. But I did pick up something last week that led me to a purchase that I just got this week. So I went to a yard sale, and I don't know if I showed this, but I bought the Galactic Hero AT-AT
Yeah.
has the sound effects. So I did this because I want to get an image with my Luke Skywalker, and they call it airspeeder, snow speeder. I'm not calling it. And I want to kind of get an image eventually with like, that about to come down on it. And I was, playing around with framing it. But as I was staring at it, I was like, I really like that. But now I feel I need to add the AT-AT driver. So I went out
Yes.
I picked this guy up and ordered him. But the one thing I must say is the soft good kind of rubbery hoses. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen this necessarily because it's connected to this chest plate piece.
Yeah. They
That
did it on
goes back
something
to the
else
helmet.
too.
But
I think it's
What
on
was
a
it?
TIE fighter
Yeah, maybe. Might be
or
the TIE
something
fighter.
similar to that.
Yeah.
But very
Yeah,
excited
something.
to add him to the collection because I figured I could always pop him in because again, he's the kind that comes off the base. So I
Mhm.
could pop the lid off of the AT-AT and kind of literally have him sitting in it. So, it was kind of fun. It was just kind of that was like a impulsive purchase and kind of that need to kind of like, well, now that I got that, I need to have this guy. And so that was
Yeah.
something that it isn't anything that was being released because I think I've got everything. Unfortunately, though, I am in a predicament that I'm not sure what to do. So as I had on my video, I purchased some more of the Phantom Menace pops, but I got them at my local toy vault with my gift card. So immediately went out, like literally went out onto the bench in the mall and canceled my pre-orders. Now I had ordered the Queen Amidala on the throne from Entertainment Earth and got a confirmation of that. But 2 days later, I get a confirmation that my package is shipping. I don't know how the F that happened, but now I've got a box from Entertainment Earth with Queen Amidala on the throne in it that I don't need, and they billed me for. So do I contact them and like, hey, I'm sorry, you took forever to get it to, not that they took forever, honestly. It was pretty timely in a sense, but I was able to go out to my local place, get it, and cancel the order the same day I got the other one, which was days before I got a confirmation that they were finally shipping this thing. So to me, I should be able to just, I don't even want to take it out of the box. If you're like dialing them up and be like, yo, dude, take this off. Like I buy from you guys all the time. It shouldn't be a big deal. Or because I'm getting closer to 500 subscribers. And I know that to me, that's a big feat. I've been, aiming to get there. So do I save that as a giveaway? I don't know. So I'm on the fence. I just keep it and use it as a giveaway, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
What about you?
Stacy said they got the Boba comic and the Sabine with the testy spray paint.
Did you get anything new, Lex?
I got the Darth Maul sign today, and then last night, while I was waiting for my sister to walk across the stage, I was listening into Slapshot's like Whatnot stream that he was doing, and I got a pin from him, a puck, and then I purchased the blue box Emperor Palpatine with the white face. So that should be
nice.
In pursuit.
Very nice. I
don't know. I think I'm gonna move towards collecting grails now and try to just get the ones that I really want rather than just purchase like a bunch of them. So I'm definitely trying to reevaluate my Funko situation right now.
It was kind of tough because Funko's having a buy two get one, and Box Lunch was throwing sales down. Everybody had a sale going on this weekend for Star Wars merch, right? So it was kind of like who best was getting our money, right? I think really what it was. Like for me, I ordered 6 t-shirts from T-Turtle. I had gotten all my Phantom Menace pops that I wanted already. So the only ones I'm waiting for are those retros that I haven't seen drop yet. So I was kind of impressed about 1 or 2 things that dropped, but I kind of thought there'd be more. Like I honestly thought there was going to be, oh wait, and get this, and there wasn't that. So I was kind of like, because Hasbro had a fire reveal for this Star Wars weekend, in my opinion. They had.
Yeah.
I mean, one, it was cool to see the box that I'm gonna have to try to sneak past my wife, because she's gonna freak when she sees it because it's huge. It's
Yeah.
huge.
The Phantom.
Yeah. So it was kind of neat to see that, and I
The ghost.
honestly, it almost makes me want to. I can't say I want to stop collecting Funko, but there's a couple of those Black Series figures now that I'm starting to like. You know what? I might get one or two just to do an image with, like I did the Young Jedi Adventure figures.
That'll be cool.
Because there's those droids that we saw in Ahsoka, those kind of assassin droids with the staff. That thing looks so nasty, and I'm like a little
The droids, for Black Series, the droids and troopers and aliens again are really well.
Yeah.
I mean, even some of the hot toys and stuff, I just feel like they're, I don't know, it was just so. Funko was very underwhelming. Like, there wasn't a single official announcement from them other than the fact that they were running a buy two get one free online and in store.
Yeah.
There was not an official, hey, these are new pops, other than just leaked pictures, you know? Like, I was definitely very disappointed. And we still got nothing today either. So I was like, what is going on? Like, last May 4th, they went insane.
They were actually official. They were official announcements. Yeah.
I mean, we got the Obi-Wan wave, we got the 4 gaming grades, like we got a bunch of stuff, and we didn't even really get a single thing from them other than a sale offer.
Well, I did get two pre-orders done off what was out there. I don't know if you guys dropped your pre-order in for any of those. And like I said, I just figured I'd get them to see, but I did not see anything for like Maul, Qui-Gon, like especially being this weekend. It's out in theaters. Like, ride the hype, people. Like, ride the hype. You have this movie in theaters, and it's gone after this weekend, I believe. It's just a weekend thing, like for the celebration.
It plays this week, I think.
Okay, like you strike while the iron's hot. Like, I don't know how it works, but I would definitely want to get the Maul, Qui-Gon and stuff like that out in people's hands while it's. Let's face it, we're emotional people, right? We collect and we love Star Wars. And we collect because there's an emotional attachment to these things, right? I mean, come on. And what better time to strike when you're just coming out of the theater. Like, if all three of us came out of the theater and there was a kiosk and they had those pops there, it would be empty after the first showing. Empty. So I don't know. It just kind of like I agree with Lex and you. Like, it was a little kind of like I wanted more. I wanted a little bit more. That's all.
I wanted something. Like, there was nothing official, but I mean, we did get some. What we did get, I think, is pretty solid, but it's just that nothing is actually official from Funko. You know,
nothing.
That's my only problem.
Nothing to have tangible this weekend. There's nothing. You can go get excited, go out, get your ass to a store, and have something in hand. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, see, that was my problem. Like, it was all leaks. It was all leaks, and. Yeah, like they're more leaks than reveals because they weren't officially revealed by Funko. Yep. So they're all leaks,
weird,
right?
Because which is weird because I went and got a link to one of the images, and I made my Amazon said, hey, you logged in from this while you're on Facebook or Instagram. Yep, I did, and I put a pre-order in because I didn't know, I could not find it when I just searched Amazon at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazon slacks a little bit, but
but,
I'm
not.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's the Darth Revan hot toys.
It is.
Cool.
The hot toys are fire.
And also, hello, Rolando. Glad you could come in.
Hey, Rolando.
But with that, let's. Why don't we jump into our pop report then? Because we got lots to talk about.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
And here's what we're talking about.
We talked about it last episode. There was a rumor floating on Scarlet Joker, and here it is. And I mean, I'm definitely a pretty big fan of it. The Maul, other than its positioning, is very similar to the 2017 pop that I literally just got signed.
Is it 17? Was it 17 or 19?
17 or 19, one of the two. It's the yellow sticker, so it makes me think 17. but we are finally getting Qui-Gon with his poncho.
Poncho. Yes.
Yeah. Finally get a
So-
poncho. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna. So here's my thing. I can't even order from the Funko shop and have it delivered to Canada.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
But you're going right through Funko, no?
Yeah, but you can't have it delivered to Canada. They don't have an option to put in a Canadian address.
I think you're gonna have to contact Fish from K-Dog and Fish and see if you can get a hookup through them.
You know what?
maybe.
So the Funko shop exclusives, they'll either go to Toys R Us or GameStop up here in Canada with the special edition sticker, which I'm fine with. I'll wait till it gets up here, or if I don't see it and I have some extra money, I'll just get it from Aussie Collectibles. I'd rather just order from them.
Mm.
So, but I'll be getting it for sure.
Yeah, we don't have Toys R Us
I like
at all anymore, so that unfortunately kind of went to the wayside.
So you guys don't have HMV down there. I know anyone watching in the UK know what HMV is. They put like a little HMV pop up inside the Toys R Us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it is and it isn't. They just pretty much put all the Funko Pops in that section, and they brought in like music shirts and records and stuff like that. So it's kind of like them
At least you still have
they
Toys R Us.
put they put Toys R Us pop-ups in Macy's down there, right? Is that where they put them?
Yeah, and I'm gonna loosely say, and like I have no problem telling Macy's, like that's a joke. That's a joke. It's a fucking table. Excuse my French on that one, but that's a joke. And I say that because a kid, my son, who is I shared with you guys in the crowd here. He's on the spectrum. He's got autism. He grew up loving Jeffrey as his idol from loving Jeffrey. Carried that Jeffrey plush. So we bought 3 of them through his childhood, and he still has all 3 of them. Like he has the first one because that never left. But we bought other ones. But he was so excited. He was taking pictures when Macy's had the promo, and I get the reason I get so pissed is watching my son's disappointment and cry when we took him to the store because it was purely baby crap. So it was more like Babies R Us, not Toys R Us. Yeah. And the few toys they had was a joke. It was a table and a few kids' costumes on a rack. That was a joke.
Yeah. So to quickly answer, gotta go fast. So why are some people that you guys see in the chat are not on my screen? Because we're streaming to all three of our channels. So you might not be on the same channel as some of these other people. That hopefully that answers your question. And then your other question, are the lightsabers clear? Yeah, they're just not showing up in the rendering, but they're going to be clear. They're going to be like translucent, right? They're going to be like that, right? So you'll be able to see through it when you get it in person. There must be a way for them to post it out to you. I mean, there's no option on the website, so. Pod Racing Tops in the house. Hey, buddy.
Hello there.
I actually caught a glimpse of him. I saw my friend Pod Racing Tops, and well, not in person, but I saw him in the flesh on the Salacious Rum channel there this morning. So
nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to have you on for trivia if you're down there, Pod Racing Tops. Rolando Flores, hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, I mean. Back to the 2-pack though. Back to our pop report though. I love it. Yeah, like I'm not complaining about the Darth Maul. It is similar, but it's not the same. So
it's funny. I hear 2-pack and I think GameStop. So I was like, wait.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Yeah,
I was hoping
GameStop would be great for Lex and I, because at least we have them here.
Yeah.
Not that Funko we can easily access. I didn't realize that Canadians, and I wonder if any of our viewers from other countries have such an issue trying to order from Funko Shop, because I think that Funko has a division where they have UK. So is their shop different, and they have as many shipping issues?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see. It'll eventually make its way here, but in some form. So
okay. Yeah, so aside from that 2-pack, This also surfaced on Entertainment Earth. We're having a Mr. Zeborelius from the Mandalorian series. And while I was looking at the link that Patrick sent me, I noticed that they pictured the back of the box, which has 3 pops that we don't have. And I think I noticed it before Diss Trackers even posted it. So
You did, because I didn't notice. You're like, did you see that? I'm like, no. And here I had it the whole time, and I didn't know you showed it back to me.
So
I was so excited just to get the link. Oh, yeah, dude. They look great. They look great.
Yeah.
Now, the Bo-Katan, it's a meh. It's a meh.
Yeah. So you got the other one, didn't you? The Target exclusive, or did you pass on that one?
I did. I ended up picking up that Target Con one with the shield and the Darksaber. And it has that same.
Oh, so what's the other one then? Because there's another one where she's flying. Funko Shop.
I think it's her with like blasters.
Is it blasters?
The Target Con one. I think it's blasters.
There's one where she's flying.
There was one with the shield.
Hold on. I gotta look at my Bo-Katan's collection now to say. Hold on, I'll end it.
Oh yeah. So it's the other one. It's a Funko Shop exclusive, number 692, and she's flying with the 2 blasters.
Yes.
So
I mean, it's not really much different.
I mean, no. But if you didn't get that one, because again, that one's a Funko Shop exclusive, so I didn't get that one. I didn't have.
Okay, you're right. You guys are right. So the Target exclusive is
the shield.
Is Bo-Katan with the shield and the Darksaber. That one has the shield and Darksaber. The Funko one that came out, the exclusive, is with the blasters and the cool art.
So I might get this one because it's those 3 are going to be commons.
Yes.
Yeah, now that I realize it, I'm
almost guaranteed they're going to be commons. But I don't know. Look at Bo-Katan, the way whatever she's doing with her legs there, it just looks awkward and funny, right? Like, is she flying backwards?
I don't know. I can't quite make it from that, but I know I'm probably going to get it now because I didn't realize. For some reason, I kept thinking the Target one I had with the shield and that had that blaster base. I think I've got like 5 of them lined up over there, so I get them all confused. But the Grogu with the plate, I think that's something that we talked about in season 3 in our top 5.
These were all rumored. These were all rumored for a while.
But the Moff Gideon one, that's a take my money. That's really good, really good. I even like the coloring. I just think, from my perspective, it needs to have a little more of a contrast with the purple of the hair features to the purple of the skin.
Yeah.
It just needs to be a little deeper, maybe. Because when I first saw it, I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was going to be one of the facets. It kind of reminded me of that finish that has the facets, when you see like Chewbacca.
Yeah, it doesn't look as bad when it's in the box, though.
Yeah.
When it's in the box, it doesn't look too bad.
Again, it's just the lighting that the image was done. Like, see, that one looks a little cleaner than the other one. But
it's just the rendering too, right? It's gonna look a little bit different when you get it in person. So the shades might be a little bit different. Yeah,
but I mean, we talked about wanting this one, so excited to see something that you actually talk about, and the 3 of us all agreed that that's one we'd want. So I'm really excited when we see this come to fruition. So 100%, this is a no-brainer. I went and pre-ordered it right away.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'll definitely get it at some point again, but not in a big rush.
I'll probably grab Zeb, but I'm definitely not in a big rush either.
Yeah.
But this one I found pretty interesting. A take on the Gaming Greats box, a new one, but with new characters, and I think it looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I posted a video. I posted a video last night about all the reveals from this past week. Yeah, and like the first Gaming Greats box with Bastilla Shan and the Jedi Knight Revan. Jedi
Jedi
I
Revan.
think it was only like maybe $40 Canadian up here when that kit got released. But then when they did they started doing the Mando mystery boxes where you got a chance of getting 1 or 2 of 4 characters, those were like $60 Canadian. So if this thing is $60 Canadian, I might not pick it up right away.
I am not picking it, even though I really like these pops. I'm definitely not picking them up right away because I still see in stores the original Bastilla Shan and Jedi Revan ones on clearance.
On clearance, yeah.
100%, Lex. As the way I'm thinking on this one too. You're right.
So I know for a fact, even though I really want them, it's probably going to be marked up and it's going to go on clearance at some point. So I just
the Mando boxes were on sale this weekend for like less than 16, like $10, $12. Yeah.
Like they just every GameStop I've walked into, they still have the original like gaming great box and a bunch of the Mando ones still left. So I'm not going to be rushing out to get it. But one thing I find interesting is this lanyard pop.
Yeah.
Are we going to get that as a pop someday?
I hope so.
Like with the 3 sabers, I feel like that would be crazy.
Yeah. So do you guys know who that character is?
I don't.
I only know who Nihilus is. I don't know
Nihilus and the other.
I didn't even know who Darth Sion was, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is or this.
So I had somebody comment on my video. It's Darth Traya, Traya, and she's the master of Nihilus, Scion, and Darth Revan.
What? Really?
Yeah. So hopefully we get her. That'd be crazy.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it definitely would be. I'd be interested to see how they would pull that off, considering it's 3 lightsabers kind of just circling. But I mean, I think they did that in the past too, like with the original Gaming Great Box. They had a lanyard with like a pop image, but I don't think that really like came to fruition. But I mean, it would be cool. I just think it's exciting that we're expanding the Gaming Great line to include other characters. I think a lot of people have really wanted Nihilus, and there's concepts of him out there everywhere. A lot of people really like that character, so I think it's cool we're finally getting him, you know?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the Gaming Greats line is the Gaming Greats line is something Funko is actually getting bang on. Oh yeah,
hitting the nail on the head.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's the Gaming Greats and the 2-packs from GameStop, like the Clone Wars 2-packs, spot on. Like keep doing that stuff.
Yeah, even the pose. Look at the cloaks moving. Like it. Again, they're really evoking motion. The fingers are a lot more separated than just kind of like hand open. Like that looks better than some of the Vaders we've gotten, where he's pointing and doing different things. Like you can see that the fingers seem like they have some more separation in them. Like they're getting better. I'm sure when we get one in person, the textures on the cloak and the cape are gonna look
Yeah. So Stacy said Traya is also an ex Jedi librarian. So.
Oh, no way! Really?
That's cool. Yeah. There's so many ones that they could do with this line because they still haven't done a Star Killer, right?
I wonder why.
One of my favorite games, Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. Like they need a Kyle Katarn and I can't remember the villain's name, but he had like the black paint around his eyes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Like,
I don't care for that one as much, but yeah, the Jedi Kyle Katarn,
or even from Shadows of the Empire, the game. Like give us Dash Rendar, give us Prince Shizor. Matt Chunky says, "Hey there, hey Matt."
Hey Matt.
Hello
there.
Yeah, I'm excited about these. So
that Nihilus one's really cool. I really like it. Very iconic.
Yes. I haven't seen like an up close glam shot though of Scion. I'm sure it's coming soon, but I think the fact that we're just getting these 2 characters from the game.
Well, here, let me bring them up because I have them on my computer here. Hold on.
Oh, you have a close up of that guy?
Huh? Well, so I found a close. I found an image. Yeah, I've used them in my video. Do I have it? Let me see here. Maybe I'll just share my video screen. But keep talking about the next stuff, and I'll bring it up.
It definitely just opens a door, I think, for the possibility of other characters that we could get from some of the video games, like Kotar or things like that. So, and it's definitely very exciting. So we'll see. And then the last piece of news is again Mandalorian. We're getting a Praetorian Guard. I'm not going to be picking it up, unfortunately.
I did. I found the link and already pre-ordered this sucker.
Really?
Because I was looking on Amazon, I couldn't find it at all. So I was like, "Oh, dude, this better not," because I was afraid it's gonna be like an Ahsoka the White kind of situation where, unless you were there that day and got you're waiting months to try to get one. But I like this guy. I do think it's hard to tell. But I think when you look, there is some purple acrylic coming out of one of the blades on this. So I am kind of hopeful because I always like adding that in the Photoshop when I photograph these. But this would be great to do an image with Paz and this guy for one of my Funko images. So I had to have this because I was going to use the other Praetorian Guards. I think like a lot of other Funko photography guys were doing. Yeah, there is a little purple there.
It would have been nice if there was like the purple lightning or whatever it was around there, right? So
yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we trickle out the other one or two of these guys. Honestly, I would see them possibly doing that, but it's so late. Excuse me, from when they first kind of done the Mandalorian wave. It's just kind of odd. This and Zeb out of I don't know.
Yeah, and there were a couple other things because there was the little bitty pops that we like the mystery bags that got announced earlier this week as well.
Oh
yeah, I know you guys have the mini Mando series, right?
I'm just missing one. I'm missing one Grogu. So if anyone has that Grogu with the I think it's a soup is the one I'm missing.
Now, Chris, you weren't with us last week because you're at your Edmonton Expo or whatnot. But the one thing that Lex and I were talking about is how we've got Sideshow stepping into this arena and really giving Hot Toys,
Hot Toys,
giving a run for the money here for Funko collectors. Like there are some of them that like hands down the eyes. Posing and all the detail, like hands down, look better, especially when you get 000 and the I can't remember the R2 unit for that one. There we go. They just look. There you go. B21 fire. They look awesome.
Yeah, I like them. I hope there's some way to like order them online because it would be neat to compare them.
It's kind of interesting.
But they're a little bit pricey.
All I've seen
they are definitely pricey.
Yeah.
I mean, we brought that up, it's you are getting it from Hot Toys, which their stuff tends to be more detailed and things of that nature, so I could understand the price, but
look at that guy.
Yeah.
So that's what the Darth Scion looks like. So I found it. I think it was Funko Finders or whoever it was that has the green logo. They put the green logo on their images, and I was like, you know what? I'll clean it up.
Zoom in on that. Is it all those crevices and dents? Like, are they carved in, or is that just paint?
It looks like it's carved in on the head.
Yeah,
on his belt there. It looks like that could be carved in on the body. It's tough to tell.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about the body, but the head. That looks cool. That does look cool.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a similar to like what they did, I think, for like the Grand Inquisitor, where he has like the crevice, the grooves. I think that would be cool. I mean, it's tough to tell, I think, from like a rendering, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think what we're getting is awesome. I wish that Funko would have announced it though for May 4th, like last year, because they announced it all on May 4th last year.
I just
But
think
I think the
Funko had
problem
too
is
much
like,
going on. They had that was it the Chicago Comic Con or some kind of
yeah,
Chicago thing? Then they went somewhere else
but
for
that
another
with
fan fest.
yeah, but that also with the fact that like we got all these social media accounts who are announcing this stuff early, leaking this stuff early. So I don't know if they're working for Funko and that's how they're getting the information, or they're getting information from Funko employees. But it's all getting leaked early before Funko wants to do it, right? So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that thank God that these other social media leakers, or how they get the scoopers,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call them, have it,
yeah.
because I think I think Funko utilizes that as their kind of free advertising. What's it take
I
to
think
leak
so too.
tickets
Maybe
to get
Funko's probably like, do we need to post anything now? Because everyone sees it. It's out there.
But I mean, for
Yeah.
everything else that does get leaked, it eventually gets posted on the original Funko website
Eventually,
or
yeah.
like on the
Yeah.
Funko, account. So it does come, but it's not as quickly as the leakers can get it out there. But I definitely was very disappointed, underwhelmed, whatever you want to call it, with the announcement no announcement
Yeah.
this year. I thought that was kind of
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. I think it was all probably intended to be announced by Funko on May 4th. But I think it just got leaked early.
Yeah, I just thought maybe with the con
That's
that they
my
were so
opinion.
involved with, that maybe they didn't, because I kept seeing, was it Funmaker Mike or whatever? He was posting constantly over the last week, and it seemed that he was just really wrapped up in his captain's outfit for the flight crew of the Funko promotions they were doing. So that's fine.
Mhm.
I saw Tristan
Yeah.
from Top Pops there and was brought on a panel and everything. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Stacy said, "I think leaks are Funko's new hype machine." Yeah, I mean that's probably the
Cheap
case.
marketing.
But I think Funko, yeah, right? Why not?
It is.
There's probably at least 5 solid accounts that are consistently like posting these things when they get the information, right? There's Funko Finders, Funko Info, Disc Trackers, yeah, Scarlet Joker, yeah. There's at least 5 of them. So, like, Funko's like, yeah, no, cheap marketing, yeah, probably. But no, overall, I agree. Like it was kind of a missed opportunity that Funko didn't announce it themselves on May 4th. But I'm happy with the stuff that we're getting.
I was hoping for more something, whether it be more Star Wars Day themed or at least Phantom Menace, because that was a big hype thing this weekend. Something more to that would have been cool. Like one of the things I would have been like ultimately impressed with is if they did like the movie poster size, like the big size, right? But they did it kind of like they started to, and I've said this before, I'd love to see a Funko poster be actually made of all Funko pieces as opposed to artwork, a piece of Funko, and kind of a raised relief as much. Where it was, it could be relief and Funko together, but like I would like to see how they did that Leia for if you collect all the NFTs. What do they call it? The Royal. Where they did something like that, and they did maybe that new Phantom Menace poster that was releasing as just one big cool Funko Pop kind of visual. That would have been cool. Or you know what? Make it like a poster, like you do something like the Return of the Jedi poster that they did as a T-shirt, and they've done. I think they did The Last Jedi as a T-shirt, like the poster as a T-shirt before. It would have been cool to get like that kind of graphic as a poster, because Lego fans, they had that Lego artist that got to contribute and be a part of Lego's anniversary, because there's like a big anniversary I think this year for Star Wars and Lego, as well as the 25th anniversary and just being Star Wars weekend. And they have a really cool poster they did. So if you're like a VIP person, there's certain things you could do that could get that. I know Lex you were talking about on your channel, weren't you?
Yeah, you can like if you're an insider, you could have redeemed points to get the poster, but I didn't redeem my points, so
Right. Like the Starco comic cover type thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Did any of you guys
Yeah.
go out for free comic book day? Lex, did you hit it up at all?
I couldn't really do much yesterday, unfortunately.
Yeah, I posted a little pic. My wife and my kids, with all the things going on I had, they actually stopped at free comic book day and they had a field day. And I guess they were there like right as it opened. So there was no line, there's no crowd. They went in and my wife saw the Star Wars one and she's like, "Can I just get the Star Wars one?" He's like, "You can get like 5 or 4, I think."
Mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, I really just need the one." But she looked at the kids. "You guys want any others?" And she picked out a few that they would want for them. So they made out like bandits,
Nice.
going to that yesterday. But the
Yeah.
cover of the one I got is half Vader, half Luke. Oh, look cool. Look, I haven't
Mhm.
even looked in it yet.
Yeah.
I just have it on my desk. I was like, "Oh, that's really." I was just excited. They thought of me. It was busy,
Yeah,
so I was pumped.
that's pretty cool. I mean, they usually do between like 3 to 5 free comics, and they have like a wide variety of them. There's usually a good mix of Star Wars ones. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah, I tried to convince. I was like, "Hey, maybe on the way up, could we stop at one of the comic shops?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Okay,
We don't have time.
we have to go.
Graduation.
We have to get ready. We gotta go take pictures." I was like, "Okay, okay, okay." If it take like 2 seconds, I just gotta run in, grab a comic, run out. But just wasn't in the
No, I
cards.
hear you.
So
I hear you.
next
If
year.
you want, I'll give you
Yeah.
mine. I'll put it in a bag and
No,
give you mine.
that's
Well,
okay.
I'll look at it and then what am I going to do with it? I'll give it to you.
Oh, it's okay.
The only one I should have picked up, and after you told me I was dumb for not, was when I went in there and I had it in hand and I was like, and I put it back, was the comic that had all the comic covers. I was so dumb for putting that back on the rack.
Yeah, it happens. We'll find it eventually,
Eventually, but I was like, I
Eventually.
hate when I do that.
It might cost you. It might cost you like a couple $1,000s for it, but you'll find
It'll
it
cost you a
eventually.
lot more then, and it'll be like, that was a costly mistake. Never make that one again. Because that was
Right.
really cool. Being a
mean-
person of artwork, I should have just grabbed it and gone with my intuition. Like, that's really neat. Because it wasn't a comic book of comics, it was just all covers. And I would have loved
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mikey says, "Fun episode. Order 66, guys. Good night. Good night, Mikey."
Good night, Mikey.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
bud.
And with that, I think that's the end of our episode this week. Little bit of housekeeping though before we leave. We are switching up our time, so we're going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Saturdays going forward, just to accommodate everyone's schedule. So if you're on the West Coast, that'll be 6 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, so a little bit later for our East Coast friends, but
How about our
hopefully it
UK
won't be
friends?
too early. Yeah, if you're in the UK, it might be a little bit earlier in the morning. Actually, no, I don't know what time it would be. 9 p.m. They're how far ahead are they? They're a little bit. They might be a little early in the morning, but you should be
I
able
thought
to
they were
still
like
catch us.
7 hours,
think.
maybe 6, 7 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, they might be. So it might be a little bit early in the morning, but hopefully it's not too much of an adjustment for everyone.
Switch.
But yeah, we'll be 9 p.m. going forward. So, and I think that's it for housekeeping stuff, I believe. Looking forward to the Acolyte coming out in less than a month now,
Mm-hmm.
June 4th.
That new trailer's got me really kind of spinning because there's something that the way it's not even the way they said it, it's something they actually just said that makes me feel we're going to get like I mentioned before, we're going to get a different perspective of the Jedi. Maybe they swept something on the rug they shouldn't have, which again, after seeing the Phantom Menace and the Sith, there's no way they could return. And that look Mace Windu gave Yoda. Now, after seeing that trailer, like I'm thinking, like, is there something more to that look that we don't know? And now they're going to build something into that to make that look like, like, is there some lie that was baked in that the Jedis did? And even there is some mention in the Tales of the Empire about Jedis and lies and stuff. So I think it's going to feed into the Acolyte, all this. So kind of cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. And we're going to get some Funko Pops of those characters, so that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think we will, though. I think we will. They seem to at least do the live action stuff. The animation, not as much. That's all.
Not as much, no, which is unfortunate because the Bad Batch was awesome. So
the Bad Batch was awesome. It was tough.
Hey, that's the only way we'll get a massage at this point. So, no massage.
Eventually, I think we'll get a massage. Yeah,
I'm hoping.
Fingers crossed.
But like even that rumored soda, if that finally released this weekend, I would have been like, yeah, finally.
Yeah, that's another thing. We didn't get any soda announcements.
Yeah, man, it's tough these days.
Yeah, especially when you get like Hasbro dumping Black Series vintage, like tons of fire, and everybody it really had some fire there, kind of announcing. Funko was a little loud.
But I don't think you see as many leaks on the Hasbro side, right? Like it's usually like these people announcing it alongside Hasbro.
You really don't get them. I mean, I think was that Yak Face is probably one of the first people I see kind of leak anything first.
Yeah, but
he didn't have really anything to leak. And Hasbro's very
usually
there's a reason for that.
It's usually like they're posting stuff alongside Hasbro. Like they'll post the Hasbro images that they post. So.
Correct.
Yes.
And just from
Funko has some loose lips, I guess.
Yeah, but having been in Hasbro and seeing how it's locked down, man. Like I couldn't share my images that I photographed for. I mean, I'm photographing stuff.
I'm sure you would have been fired. You would have been fired for that.
100%. Like all the stuff I was photographing with like Iron Patriot and Warhammer, because not Warhammer. What's the
War Machine,
the Iron Man, and all black and War Machine.
War Machine.
I photographed like especially that like the Galactic Hero size character. I photographed all those things. So seeing and then finally you have to wait to get on the shelf, and there's a time period that you can use. So I get it, and there's a reason for it, because it will spoil things that you have with your IP license. You know what I mean? Like maybe Star Wars doesn't want that because there's going to be tie-ins and other things they're working in. So I understand that. And you do sign in, non-disclosures and stuff as an employee, and you know what I mean? So I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind.
Clearly Funko's
I just want to know.
Clearly Funko's not as hard on that stuff as Hasbro is. So
I wonder if they have UK affiliates, because is it me, or do they seem like the people that have the leaks seem to be from over the pond? That's something I was wondering the other day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I looked up at affiliate programs for Funko. I found one.
Yeah.
And it's somehow tied to UK store, not the USA store. So
interesting.
And if they are leaking them and they were part of it, that should be a break in the contract, and they should have been dumped as affiliates. But I think, as we said earlier, isn't it easier to let someone else kind of do your advertising than you paying for it?
Yeah.
Right. There is some value in that.
Yep.
It builds hype, stuff like that. So, it could be a marketing ploy on their part that is a very cheap alternative, especially with all the restructuring stuff they're doing. It's not a bad idea, But hey, we got some stuff.
It's exactly like Stacy said.
We'll talk about it. We'll give it an honest review. Come on.
Yeah. But that'll do it for this episode this week. Patrick, where can people find you when you're not on here with us?
If I'm not hanging out here with my cool peeps, Lex and you, Chris, and whatever guests we happen to have that week, I'm on my channel, Poptography. And if you find me on the other social media outlets, it's Poptography YT. Emphasizing the YouTube channel, where you can see where I actually do some behind the scenes and photograph my actual Funko Pop collection, make some really cool images of. as well as doing unboxings and reviews and things of that nature, all things Star Wars Funko. But enough about me. Lex, when you're not hanging out with Chris, me, and whatever cool guests we got for the week, where can people find you?
Well, when I'm not here with you guys, I'm on my own channel, which is Jedi.Lex or Jedi_Lex on pretty much any social media platform minus Threads, and kind of just post everything and all things Star Wars. School is starting though, so my post might become a little less frequent, but I'm going to try to keep consistent, at least 1 or 2 videos a week. Fingers crossed. But Chris, when you are not here with me and Patrick, where can people find you?
Well, when I'm not on here with you two fine people, I'm on my own channel, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars videos and yeah, keeping consistent on there as well. So yeah, definitely check out all of our channels. They will be linked in the description below. But thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
Have a happy Sith Day.